happening, guys? Alrighty. Telecom/go. Alright, what's happening, guys? Alright, so I'm going to be in for probably the next 5-10 minutes. Hopefully answer you guys' questions if you have any. How's your week going? We're going to do a live Q&A here for the next 5-10 minutes. If you have questions regarding your health and fitness, would love to help you out. Just give me some context around what you're doing, what you're struggling with. If you're plateaued within weight loss, fat loss. Big love from Scotland. Nice, man. Yeah, so for all of you guys in here, where are you guys from? I'd love to know where you guys are tuning in from. I'm in California right now. Got kind of a view out here. Not bad. What's happening, guys? I'm trying to wave at you guys coming in. Heather from Fat to Healthy. That's awesome name. Tennessee, nice. Yeah, where are you guys from? Would love to know where you guys are tuning in from. Tampa, Florida. Nice, it's awesome. So after you basically told me where you're tuning in from, if you're struggling with anything, have any questions, Ottawa, Canada, nice. Let me know. And just keep in mind, the more context I have about what you're doing, what you're currently doing, diet-wise, nutrition-wise, what your goals are, like the context around your questions really helps me give a more specific recommendation to help you out. Another from the north of Scotland, nice. You guys should network. That's awesome. Australia, nice. Tennessee, love the content. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Yeah, we posted, I believe, 10 posts today on the feed. Quite a bit of questions answered in the story, so make sure to check those out. If you take egg white with tea, will it affect protein? No. Riverview, Florida, nice. Indiana, nice. Nigeria, Lancaster, PA, Iran, awesome. Yeah, I'm in California right now currently. I'm in Walnut Creek. Pretty much in the midst of downtown Walnut Creek. Nice little view here. I could show you the view here, actually. Not bad. Beautiful day out, beautiful day. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd love to help you out. That's why I'm here. Do a little Q&A here before I bounce out of here. Brazil, nice. Alrighty. Trying to lose body fat. I'm sitting at 38% body fat, 411. Currently not allowed to move much. Trying to watch my calories, but all I want is chocolate. So when you say you're watching your calories, are you tracking your calories with any free free app or calorie counting app like MyFitnessPal? That would really, really help. And just keep in mind, calories will dictate your weight loss or gain. So if you're starting to restrict yourself from said foods like chocolate or something like that, or sweets, you're just going to end up either binging later on and going over your calories. So it's much better to practice moderation. And moderation is indeed a practice, but you cannot practice if you're restricting yourself. So please keep that in mind, Heather, 26. So again, practice moderation. Say a serving or two of your favorite chocolate, either per day or once or twice a week, and it should get rid of those cravings. But just keep in mind, when you do have cravings, you can indulge and stay within your caloric limit and still reach your goals. So I really hope that helps some of you guys. I know the biggest issue with most of you guys who are trying to control your weight and manage your weight is cravings, and especially with sweets or just fun foods that you enjoy. So just make sure that you're not restricting yourself. It just makes everything much harder and completely exacerbates the issues that you're dealing with. I love your content. If you help me lose 8 kg, that's awesome. Saphir, that's awesome to hear. Thank you so much for that feedback. Struggling with cravings, bad. Yeah, just like I said. So if you're struggling with cravings, that literally is telling me I'm restricting myself, but I'm still having cravings. Of course, you're restricting yourself. So the whole idea or principle behind I4M, if it fits your macros, you can eat it. Or flexible dieting, you can include the foods you love within moderation, within your total calorie limit. And again, moderation is basically practically saying within your calories, and you can absolutely still reach your goals. So don't be afraid to include the foods you love or that you're craving within your diet. So you should love your diet. You should love the foods you eat. And just what we're trying to get across is calorie awareness, that calories will dictate your weight loss or gain. So hopefully that helps you guys. Going over my protein and fats intake, but still having extra calories left over. Is it okay to have chocolate, but as long as it stay within my caloric intake? Absolutely. Great question. Sean K. I'm going to butcher you guys' names. I'm super sorry about that, but I'm stuck. My weight goes down and back up the same number. What can I do to move past it? So, yeah, it's a great question. So, Mandy, I want to first and foremost, just like the context I was asking for in the beginning. Are you tracking your calories? And obviously your goal is to lose weight. But I want to first and foremost make sure you're tracking your calories, just being aware of how many calories you're eating. And then the second most important thing is I want you to track your weight every single day and take averages of your weight, because I can tell you're sort of judging the day-to-day fluctuations, the up and downs, which is totally normal, but you can't really judge your progress based on the up and down. You have to take the averages of your week and then compare them to last week to really gauge true progress. And again, also take your measurements and also take progress pictures. But again, calories will dictate your weight loss or gain, so track your calories, control your calories, and basically you can control your calories by adjusting your calories based on the data you're collecting. So based on your weekly average weight trends, your measurements, progress pictures, etc. I know I said that all kind of fast, but just first and foremost, track your calories and track your weight daily and take averages of that weight per week. Please tell me early exercise and weight loss journey. Please tell me early exercise and weight loss journey. I'm not sure what that means. As always, you guys are the best. Oh, John, appreciate that. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Advice on dieting. All of what I just said. First and foremost, calories will dictate your weight loss. So track your calories, control your calories. And the awesome part about all this is when you are calorically aware, it pretty much means you have experience tracking calories, and you basically can intuitively, and I hate to use that word, but you can intuitively sort of track calories without tracking calories with any app. So based on the experience you have, if you track calories for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5, like me, I can literally never track calories again and still control my calories based on the experience I have with portion sizes and what kind of foods I know have more calories than other foods. So it's just an experience game here. Once I'm able to go back to exercise, I want to go back to the gym, but I'm terrified to go by myself. I have no confidence whatsoever. So just know confidence, it's all, no matter what, the first time you try anything, you're not going to have confidence. But the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and so on, you build confidence. You can only build confidence through experience. You cannot fake confidence through not having experience. So find a buddy. If you can't, you say you're going alone, you gotta have grit. Go once or twice, you'll feel more and more confident the more times you go. You have to push past. There's no way around it. Heather, I promise you no one in the gym cares. Also, so mindset like that, so Care Bear, really appreciate that. So mindset like that, like no one else is caring what you do. No one else. Everyone else is still trying to improve themselves. If anything, there's some people in there that can help you out. You just have to be open and realize people in there are to help you. Or that they don't care at all. I have to come to the conclusion that I need the thick fillet design on a black baseball cap because it's currently tied for the first of my study defining me along with it to get ice cream. Yes, so we tried, I believe, Bregan, we tried to get the thick fillet design on embroidered on the hats, but it was too thin. So I have to somehow make it thicker and still relatively look like the Chick-fil-A design. Okay, thank you. Advice on joint pain and how to decrease it. So first and foremost, I don't know what you're doing or what's causing all this. So this is where context supremely matters for me. I don't know if you're tracking your calories, tracking the amount of fats within those calories, but having a good amount of fats, a good amount of calories in general, and making sure you're not doing anything crazy in the gym. So I really need context for these types of things. Cardio is good for weight loss. Or you can not do cardio and you can still lose weight. What's your body fat percentage? I don't know. Don't really care. It means nothing to me. Weight training is good for weight loss. Please tell me. Oh, so is cardio or weight training good for weight loss? So weight loss is defined by how many calories are coming in and how many calories are going out. So you cannot out-train too many calories consumed. So first and foremost, track calories consumed. They will literally dictate your weight loss or gain. And then I would highly suggest weight training, focusing on weight training, because that will improve your body composition or more muscle you have versus the percentage of fat you have. And then if you want to eat more, maybe add some cardio. Yeah, Bregan, I'll try. Sophia, brother, I want to lose my belly fat to visible to make my abs visible. Basically, I'm in a caloric deficit and I'm going to the gym 6 times a week. Should I do cardio with it to lose quickly? No. You should be patient. It'll come. Stubborn belly fat is stubborn for a reason. It's usually the last to go, so just keep being patient within a calorie deficit. What do you think of the program with only 1980 calorie deficits for rapid loss? I have no idea the context of who's asking, how much you weigh, what your activity levels are. So 1980 means nothing to me in terms of calories. But if it is a deficit, make sure you're not doing anything rapid. Rapid is not the way to go in regards to losing fat, especially. Usually, the faster you lose something, the faster you're going to gain it back. And in regards to loose skin, the faster you lose weight, you have more loose skin, the way it works. So just really concentrate on creating the habits to sustain yourself, especially for after the weight is lost. And that never usually works if you're doing things rapidly. Do you recommend high rep ranges to increase calves work volume? I recommend all rep ranges for fucking sure for calves. All rep ranges. And just evidence-based here, all rep ranges have been shown to, within reason, to elicit hypertrophy. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem, guys. So yeah, awesome question, guys. If you're stuck anywhere, let me know. Again, context really matters. So if you have a question, make sure you put your goal, you put what you're doing currently in regards to your nutrition training, and it would really help me out. I can just give you a straight up, more intensive recommendation. A better recommendation. So intermittent fasting works in regards to what? So how does it work? Like, how do you implement it, or what does it do, or how does it do what it does? So if you're asking, how does intermittent help you lose fat? By taking away calories. So by having a time-restricted feeding window, or a window of where you can eat, it just helps you eat less calories. In regards to implementing intermittent fasting, this is where you can literally just say it's from 12 to 8, or you just segregate a window of time where you eat, and then obviously the other time you don't eat. So it's really nothing magic. It's really that basic. It just helps you eat less calories, which is the fundamental principle of losing weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit. For how much month I have to be in a calorie deficit to lose belly fat? My current body fat, I have no idea. It depends on a lot of things here. You could lose belly fat first. For me, I lose fat from my stomach first. It just really depends on you and your genetics. If you're lifting weights or not. Premier Protein, yes or no? Sure, if it helps you hit your protein intake. So I want to discourage you guys from using dichotomous or good or bad yes or no things. Context supremely matters. I think I've said context like 100 times now, but I'm not trying to be mean or sarcastic or anything. It's just context really, really matters. There's no good or bad foods. It is all dependent and contextual to your overall diet in regards to good or bad foods. But I have consumed Premier Protein. I got it from Costco. It was fairly cheap. I believe it had 30 grams of protein per serving. Thank you so much. I love you guys all the way from Sydney, Australia. Nice. You're amazing. I appreciate that, Annette. I would like to cut really low for just a few days. How much can I go under my BMR, and how much protein should I eat not to lose too much muscle? So yeah, I need before I tell you if it's okay to go really low, why just for a few days? Because it takes a long time to lose fat. Now if you go just really low for a few days, if anything, you're just going to lose water weight, which doesn't mean much. And water weight should never be something you strive to lose. How do you feel about the hype with HDE? What is HDE? There's a bunch of acronyms out there. I'm not caught up on all of them. Thanks, bro. I'm finally going to train my calves seriously after so many years, but I wanted to know if higher rep ranges were somewhat ideal. Yeah, it's all ideal. It's all ideal. Low rep, higher weight, high rep, lower weight, include it all. Include the spectrum in your structured training program. Overall increasing volume. Weight sets reps. Okay, I appreciate the feedback. That's what I have also. Yeah, no problem. And also, guys, if you're struggling with any of this, if you have no idea how to track calories, no idea why calories matter, no idea why macros matter, how do you track your macros. We have a literal, for $5 a month, we teach you step by step, hold your hand all the way through the process of tracking your macros, tracking your calories, why it all matters. And we have support, accountability, weekly check-ins, training programs, recipes, all within the Academy. ifomacademy.com/go. It's $5 a month, incredibly insane value for $5 a month. Probably hunger-directed eating. It's just hunger is so dependent on so many behavioral factors. I wouldn't assume anyone on earth that has an abundance or has food conveniently available would be able to manage their hunger in regards to managing their without experience tracking calories and all that stuff, would be able to manage their body fat with hunger-directed eating. So this is the sort of qualm I have with intuitive eating without experience. You cannot intuitively eat if you have no experience. It's impossible. Hey from Ireland, do you have any recommendations for leg cramps? I've tried magnesium, potassium, but nothing helps. Have you tried increasing your water intake? Best exercises for abs and love from Pakistan. Yeah, there's not necessarily any best anything. There's literally no best diet, and there's no best exercises. It's the ones you guys can connect with best, especially, and that's going to elicit the most. Do you have a favorite app or recommendation for calorie tracking? Yeah, I really like MyFitnessPal. It just has a huge global database. Like if you're anywhere in the world, you can probably and most likely find what foods you're looking for or what foods are available to you. And there's just a lot of verified items in there. Just the database is unreal. You cannot find another app that has the data that MyFitnessPal has in regards to food choices. Even from like popular or unpopular restaurants, mom and pop restaurants. When I had nocturnal leg cramps, what helped me was increasing water intake. Perfect. Drinking coconut water, high potassium, and other vitamins. Yeah, so just make sure your electrolytes are always in balance there. Sodium, magnesium, potassium, and a bunch of water. I will join with you guys once this is finished. Yeah, Annette, highly recommend the iForm Academy. It's an amazing value. I really wanted to get everyone that couldn't necessarily afford our one-on-one coaching and one-on-one services and the premium service we have to just have access to the right information, the right just awesome accountability from a group that is absolutely amazingly supportive, our iForm community, and weekly check-ins. And I do live streams like this for our weekly check-ins, and I help literally 1v1 via live streams once a week for all of you guys struggling, if you guys need help, etc. All within for $5 a month. $5 a month. Everyone that helped me build this thing said it's worth way more than $5 a month. You should not do it for $5 a month, and I didn't care. Cigars and suits. What's happening, man? They even have Filipino canned sardines in MyFitnessPal. There you go. You fell. Nice to see you, by the way. Appreciate you coming in. Best way to determine your true calorie intake to maintain weight? It's a great question. So I'm just going to piggyback off of this one. So the best way to determine your true calorie intake is probably a guess and check, trial and error type method. But first, I'd probably go through any calculator. It doesn't matter what calculator, what formula. They're just starting points for you to start and then collect the data to then adjust as your body is responding. And if you have no idea how your body is responding by taking weekly average weights, your measurements, you're never going to know or find basically your true maintenance. So true maintenance is found through trial and error no matter what. Even if you get a calculation from the best calculator on earth, ours, you'll still have to adjust based on how your body responds to find your true maintenance. No formula is an exact science to your activity levels, if that makes sense. Bro, do you think it's a good idea to take a deload week after 6 hard weeks training, even if you don't really feel you need it? Yes, absolutely. 100%. How much is the one-on-one coaching? So yeah, we get this question all the time, but this is where we usually schedule like a 15 to 20 minute phone calls to go over everything we offer in service before we give a price. Because if we get a lot of people, our experiences, if someone's just gauging whether they want to do one-on-one services based on the price, we don't necessarily want to work with them. So I want someone to absolutely know how far in depth we go with our one-on-one coaching before we drop a price on them. So if you need to know or want any further information on our one-on-one coaching, just DM me and I'll send you a link to book a call with my fiance Michelle, and she'll explain everything for you in detail. I benefit so much from you guys just watching the lives, so joining will be great. Yeah, Annette, if you've benefited from this, fuck. Yeah, I can't tell you how much more value you're going to get in the iForm Academy for $5 a month. Like, if this is for free, imagine what you can get for paying something. And imagine what you can get for one-on-one coaching. It's unreal. Good, bro. Highly recommend the iFM Academy so much. So much value available in there, and it'll help you so much. Really appreciate that, Bragan. And Bragan is actually one of our moderators within our group. Wow, it's blasting up here. Like the opposite direction of where I comb my hair. How do you change calories on lifting? No lifting days. I wouldn't. I'd keep it the same. Just don't complicate it. Yes, it did. Sounds great. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Mandy, just DM us if you're looking for one-on-one coaching. Michelle, my fiance Michelle, Mish, _Mish, does the majority of our one-on-one client work, and she hops on phone calls every single week with every single client she has, along with our entire platform and everything she does with our individualized training programs, individualized nutrition programs. You get to talk to her every single week, no time limit, and you basically get to go over everything, and you will have so much clarity. It is unreal. You'll literally never have to have a coach again. But obviously that is a lot more than $5 a month. Love the questions, guys. Great questions. Any cons in taking a fat burner? If I plan on being in a calorie deficit and strength train, yeah, you lose money. It's not needed. Not necessary at all. Not necessary at all. So the con would be to basically waste money. I mean, obviously some fat burners have mostly stimulants in them, but you can find stimulants for way cheaper, aka caffeine is way cheap, and then people put it in a proprietary blend and call it a fat burner. If that makes sense. But yeah, great questions, guys. If you have any more questions, make sure you give me some context and I can help you out. I got a few more minutes in here, and I posted like I said, I think 10 or so picks today on the feed, and then obviously a bunch of questions answered in here and in the IG story. So go back and watch this if you just tuned in here. A bunch of questions answered in here. Can you maintain your weight without tracking, just by kind of tracking it in your head? Yeah, if you have the experience, I'd say yes. It's not impossible, but it's pretty difficult. Yeah, it's just difficult without experience, like I said. You can, it's like, can I speed or can I be under the speed limit without a speedometer? Of course, it just helps to have experience of what a certain speed feels like or under the speed limit feels like. But if you don't have a speedometer and you're just getting into a car, you'll never know how fast you're going. Good analogy there. You think intermittent fasting along with flexible dieting works well? Yeah, if it helps you eat less calories. So intermittent fasting is just another way to control your caloric intake by pushing back your feeding window. And flexible dieting, of course, allows you to consume the foods you love, which absolutely helps you keep to your calories. Would recommend taking creatine before or after workout? Doesn't matter. You can take it right before you go to bed, whenever you can take it every single day. So I usually put it in my coffee, just a habitual thing. I know I'm going to have coffee usually every single day, so if I need to take creatine every single day, I'll put it in my coffee. It doesn't matter. It just works on saturation, so it doesn't work acutely, like you take it and you'll feel it right away. It works on saturation over time. What do you think are beef broths? Annette, I'm gonna, for what? What do I think of, like, if you don't ask me my thoughts on something. I want to give direct value to everyone in here and you. So what are your thoughts on beef broths for what? For gut health? Amber, what's happening? Lost 65 pounds trying to gain mass in the right areas. So yeah, you need to have a structured training program, which also Michelle is probably the best programmer I know in regards to training programs. She can program around your schedule, your goals, your injuries, etc., etc. She's amazing. If I do 1,000 only calorie a day diet, do I lose muscle? Yes. Does cardio really kill gains? No, not necessarily. It just depends. Like if you're doing a bunch of cardio, which takes you in a steeper and steeper deficit, it's the rate of which you lose weight that affects the muscle retention. So if you rapidly lose weight, you will lose within that weight, obviously water, fat, and muscle. The slower you lose weight, the more fat it is, along with prioritization of protein and weightlifting. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see your face either in person. Yeah, I forgot health. Yeah, no. Just get I know they're selling broths and a whole bunch of supplements for gut health because gut health is the new trending thing right now. But just eat a variety of vegetables and fruits. Michelle writes the most incredible custom programs. Really appreciate that, Bragan. She knows firsthand, for sure. Should I do weights before cardio? Yes. Especially if your goal is to gain muscle and lose fat. Just prioritize weightlifting. It will do more for your body composition than cardio will. In body composition, I mean the ratio of muscle to fat. Cool hair. I'm up on this building and the fucking wind is blowing me sideways. Is fasted weightlifting fine? What do you have pre-workout for a good session? Yeah, it's fine. It's not optimal, obviously. I like to have usually a good mix of carbs and protein, about an hour to 2 hours pre-training, and then some easily digestible, digesting carbs intra, and then again, carbs and protein after. Can you get leptin levels back to normal while eating at maintenance, or will I need to gain fat to get everything back to normal? It depends. It super depends. That's a great question, and I'm actually not sure. I would highly, I would state that it depends on your body fat percentage and your set point, because if your set point usually is of low body fat percentage, sure, but if you're usually maintaining steady hormones around 15-20% body fat or a little bit less, you probably will have to gain a little bit of weight or fat back. Great question, Samuel. What's the best balance between weights or cardio? Depends on the person. For me, zero cardio always. For someone else who likes the clarity of mind they get from cardio, or it helps them eat a little bit more food, maybe a little bit of cardio, but if your goal is to improve your body composition or to tone or build muscle, prioritize weight training first. I have a lot of lower body fat, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Cardio is not going to spot reduce fat. So the only way you can reduce fat everywhere or anywhere on your body is to be in a calorie deficit consistently, especially in regards to stubborn body fat. Yes, do carbs in the gym. Yes, Amber knows. Me and Nate take, I don't know what carb product he has, but stubborn belly fat. Yeah, stubborn belly fat. Have to lose overall body fat. No exercise, no cardio is going to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. Only a calorie deficit will over time. What are marginal gains? Little gains? Depends on the person. Yes. Pizza Mike, my man. Do you suggest anything different for women in menopause as far as diet and working out to lose weight? No. So the same principles will apply in regards to calories in, calories out. You just may have to eat less calories in regards to that calories in equation. Or it may just be a little bit harder for you to expend more calories, but still calories will dictate your weight loss or gain. And again, within those calories, prioritizing nutrient-dense whole foods and protein, for sure. Are a lot of carbs necessary post-workout? I like to eat salad with chicken and easily digestible veggies. What range should post-workout carbs be? So yeah, in terms of necessary, no, it's not necessary. Like, you can still build muscle without having pre, intra, or post prioritization of carbs and protein. Like I said, you can intermittent fast, which is basically a set feeding window, and you could still build muscle and lose fat effectively. It's just not optimal, the most optimal. But optimal doesn't mean anything if you can't adhere to it. Great questions, guys. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. I got my friend inside. He's waiting for me. 160 pounds, 5'2", and 34. I'm at 45 body fat. Yeah, the same, no matter what you're doing, calorie deficit. Soft Moonlight, calorie deficit. That's eating less calories than you burn. And I don't want you to go out and think burning calories is the way to do this. Track how many calories you're consuming, track your weight averages, your measurements, your progress pictures, and just be consistent. Build the habits, create the habits necessary that allows you to be in a modest calorie deficit. Thanks for all the help, Melon. Yeah, no problem, Bronx. I don't know how to do calorie deficit, so you need to first and foremost download MyFitnessPal. If you don't know how to do this, iiFromAcademy.com/go. Soft Moonlight, our academy was built for exactly for people in your position. You don't know how to track calories, you don't know what a calorie deficit is, iiFromAcademy.com/go. It is $5 a month. $5 a month. If you want to know how to control your body fat for $5 a month, iiFromAcademy.com/go.